So, Akram, the bodies of 6 more Israeli hostages found, but Hamas is denying responsibility for their deaths.
Using the Israeli forces, the Israeli Prime Minister and the American President for being the cause of that thing that happened, that is hurting for the Israelis, and that is also catastrophic for the Palestinians, who are hoping that those people would be released eventually after an exchange deal is agreed upon. There is no third source that would be able, in the meantime, to identify the cause of the death. The only source is Israel, and I think when Hamas is accusing them, they totally understand that it is the narrative that has been provided by the Israeli army that has been actively operating in the area of Rafah and Khan Yunis, and the Israeli army that has failed several other times to protect Israeli captives, and they ended up even gunning down those Israeli captives, like it happened in Al-Shaja'iyya 3 months ago, when they were calling for help and calling for saving their lives, and they ended up being injured and killed by the Israeli army that was supposed to be securing their life and saving them and bringing them back home to their families. The situation is extremely catastrophic, and it will not be someone's final say unless forensic investigation has been done and a decision has been concluded about the reason of the death of those people. And when it comes to the political front as well, Hamas is accusing the Israeli Prime Minister and the American President for being the cause of this, because they have long procrastinated the expected exchange deal. They were asked to expedite the process. They were asked to release the Palestinians. And I'm repeating the statements. I'm repeating the analogy that has been provided by Hamas, by the Palestinians, by the other factions, and even by journalists. They have long procrastinated, and they would not accept even to allow the Palestinians to come back to their homes in the Gaza North. They have not been accepting to properly negotiate over the fate of 4,700 Palestinians who are in Israeli jails for extended years. And eventually the Israeli army has been freely moving in Gaza, and they, according to the Palestinians, were the ones who have been the culprit of such an incident.
And let's turn to the rollout of the polio vaccine. How is that going so far in Gaza?
According to the statements that were made by the UN spokesperson and the UN media officers, the polio vaccination campaign was rolled out peacefully with minimum incidents whatsoever, and then they are hoping that this calm would be maintained for 3 coming days, and then during the onset of the second and third stage in northern and southern Gaza Strip. They said the calm was there, and that calm helped and facilitated the entry and access of families and hundreds of the children to the different primary health care clinics for the sake of just getting the vaccine. And they're hoping that there would be a ceasefire that would allow full operation that would be targeting the Palestinians. And they said that it's not only the polio virus that has been risking the life of the Palestinians, there is also the hepatitis A, and they were calling for full ceasefire for the sake of the UNRWA being able to reach the Palestinians and offer the needed vaccination for the different kinds of diseases.